All right. What are we calling your show?
Channah speaks the truth.
All right. Welcome to my cousin's platform. Channah speaks the truth.
The real.
The real. The real. There we go. There we go.
And I wanted to share something with you guys. This is about our one of our favorites, Brittany Renner.
Yay.
But just talk about chameleon nature and what it means. The only reason I call her a chameleon is because a lot of the stuff she was revealing over the last few years dealing with the PJ Washington nonsense. It's like we said on the last show, men have to be careful about where they plant their seeds. And it's like certain mentalities and attitudes and modern women is like, that's not where you want to put a baby. And so I'm going to share a video with you guys and get your reaction from it. So check it out.
The aftermath. My God. Get off your knees, whore. Yo. We was fucking it up.
And so this video is from a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
We can see Brittany. She's showing off the bruises on her knees from, no doubt, giving fellatio to someone, male, female. We don't know nowadays. Everybody's so damn fluid.
Right.
But, you know, this is a woman who's a mother now. And I guess I guess maybe that doesn't mean anything. Maybe motherhood is overrated nowadays, you know. But this is a woman who was, when she was talking to Kevin Samuels about her come up and what she really wanted, she was trying to pretend like she wanted to be some respectable woman and how she's misunderstood. And then something like this happens and the misunderstanding turns back into an understanding of what she is. I just want to get you guys' take on Brittany Renner and the journey that she's on and her influence on younger women. And, you know, I don't know, what does it mean to be in a relationship nowadays? Does a relationship even have any value when a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women are loose, but you don't know? Is there any value?
I don't know, Channah, you can go ahead. Ladies first. You can have at it.
Oh, you gonna put it on me, Roscoe? Okay.
It's your show.
You know, I'm it's your show. So, you know.
Well, you know, here's the thing, you know, cousin, I would have to say no, because I believe that women today actually believe that they can do what men do. And we have set ourselves up to be as, I'm not saying men are as promiscuous, but men, we know men is back in the day was you get numbers under your belt. And then the woman or the girl, you keep your, you don't do that. You know what I mean? You make a man earn it. You make a man, you know, gain respect, you know. You didn't just give it up. You didn't just say, hey, I want to sleep with this one, and go back to the team and say, yo, man, I'm not fit, man, I got it. But now women are so comfortable with coming out and expressing their sexuality, what they do in the bedroom with their men. And that's not valuable to me. Yeah, you need to keep things private. But, you know, today everything is out there. And I think social media has encouraged or pushed the narrative that, hey, put all your business out here. Put your panties out here, put your butt out here, put your breast out here, put your bedroom out here. Everything is reality TV. Everything that's going on in people's lives is on, you know, display. So I think if you have a woman that honors value, then you'll have a valuable relationship with her. But if you do not have someone with value, then there will be no value.
Nicely put. Them knees was red. Them knees was pretty red. wow is and wow and not so wow is all I can say. First of all, from based off my reaction to the video that we saw. This chick has no I don't even know if she has a real sense of self-worth for real when you put out stuff like this. And I guess I'm just piggybacking off of what you said, Kanai, off of just had that there's a certain decorum that you're supposed to have and carry yourself to when you like you said, Jovi, a mom. But yeah, she just don't care about none of this stuff. And another public figure, excuse me, who seems to have an issue with putting out these type of images and stuff like this, not realizing that you not only damaging like your own seeds with this kind of stuff, but the other ladies who are looking at you and maybe following your lead in a lot of respects and looking at the stuff that you're doing and seeing this as acceptable behavior when it's not, so to be able to put this stuff out and to know that our daughters are out here being exposed to this type of stuff because they all got phones where they could just as easily access the video that we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
so
That's right.
So I don't know, man. That's just me.
And it is influencing our girls. And I think that that's something else that, we could bring to the platform in terms of, hey, that's some behavior that needs to be exposed. You women, Brittany Jenner, you're out here and you are supposedly supposed to be this public figure and with 5 million.
It's funny you called her Jenna. I mean, it's Brittany Renner, but she should be a Jenna though, because she a runner. She a runner.
Yeah, she fit right on. She fit right in with them
right.
real well.
Yeah.
She gonna run when it get hard. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying. There's no stick to it.
Yeah, you're right. She
well,
right.
I can't say no.
I kept calling her Jenna earlier.
Right. Your knees was pretty red too, so she do got some commitment to something.
Yeah, she's like, get off your knees, whore. It's like
there's some commitment to something. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's
that
right.
reminded me of the Amber. What's her name? Amber Rose era when she was trying to come out.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
slut walking.
Yeah. She bringing that back. She trying to. But I think what happened was she came on not too long. I'm gonna let it go. She came on not too long ago, talking about she had to move back with her parents. So I don't know what she's doing or what happened with her, but she moved back home. She was in her car. She was crying and everything. So I don't know if this is her way of just doing something silly to try to get some attention, because anything until now.
Right.
Yeah. I think personally she was trolling PJ.
Oh, really?
I do. And I'm gonna tell you why, because PJ has had a lot to say about her. He's like, she tricked me. A lot of times when you are facing immaturity, because Brittany, I think she's only 29. I think she's going to be 30 in about a month or so.
That's old.
It's old, but considering like she's old as far as calendar years are concerned, mentality wise, she's probably about 16, maybe about 15, 16. Because of the way she's acting now. And we see this behavior being portrayed a lot nowadays. And see, here's the thing, like social media is a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. There's a greater world of this going on. Not all these women are on the internet doing stuff like this, but we see so much of it like it's totally saturated with the thoughtism. We can't deny these things. Like it's literally everywhere. Even older women are, engaging in the thought culture or whatever. So a woman who's still relatively in her 20s, she's been doing this stuff for a long time. I think this is her way of trying to show her ex, like this train ain't gonna stop no time soon. And we don't know what Brittany is involved with, but as you can see from the clip I just showed, she has a young child. Mother is like it's a thought a quote from the poet Thackeray. I think they quoted it in the movie Fight Club, where mother is like God on the lips of young children. But what kind of God is this? It's like it's a fine line between a God and a demon. That's all I'll say. When you look at behavior like this, and mothers are supposed to be venerated. How can you venerate a mother who's showing off? Like we all know what sex is like. We engage in it, but some things are just not for the internet. And then you think about this little boy. We don't know what kind of fame Brittany Renner is going to attain between now and let's just say when her little boy is in grade school. Children are a little bit more savvier than they used to be when we were growing up because they have access to the internet. It's like she's not even thinking about her son. Could you imagine him going to school and having other children showing this very video of his mother showing off her red knees, her bloody knees, and him having to deal with being teased? Your mom's a cocksucker, bro. She's not even thinking about the future for this child. She's very selfish, very solipsistic, very narcissistic, very toxic. And, the sad part about it is like when we look at the world, I think about the last days of Rome during the era of Caligula. Is this not mirroring that time? I'm looking up at the sky waiting for something to fall out to be like, you know what? You niggas got to go.
Oh man, it's wild out here, man. But you did see, you said it, man. There's the decorum is lacking, and me, I'm always and I'm in a mindset that and I don't want women to confuse it like we saying that a piece of you should die or the fun part of you, if you will, should die off. But there's a time and a place for everything, and like Apocalypto alluded to or said earlier, you didn't have to put it on camera. Whatever you doing, you could do your thing, live your life, do you. Nobody's stopping you, but save your kids from the embarrassment of having to deal with the questions after the fact. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see this stuff and have to answer to their friends because they will. You know how kids are. Kids are, they vicious out here. They always been, so when they get a little piece of information, especially something like that, they're going to take it and run with it. It don't necessarily mean that every single time it's about trying to hurt you, from that kid standpoint, but that's what kids do. They're going to put that stuff out there like, oh, your mom on the internet with the red knees, right? So it's going to be out there, man. Save your kids from that stuff, man.
Yeah, and I think I like too the fact that we talk about a mindset, a mature mindset, because here's the thing about that. We always often talk about how men, are immature and they don't know how to make decisions and they are misinformed or whatnot. This is what women say. Women think that they're better, more intelligent, more mature, right? Because she's able to go out there, go to college, get a degree, get her own place, get a job, and look responsible. However, a lot of women are in an arrested development, just like some men are. Okay. And I don't think that we pay too much of attention to that. You, female, girl, woman, okay, which one are you? Because you always say, okay, well, men don't know how to do this and men don't know how to do that. They grown boys, they this and they that. Well, there's some grown girls out here too. There's some women that are full grown women, right? They look grown. You know what I mean? They have their own house, they got their own cash, they got degrees, but they're childish, and even when even when we talk about putting away childish things, that's not just for the man, that's also for the woman. And a lot of women out here play too damn much, excuse my language, but they play too much. See, I come from an era where we couldn't play like that. My father was no nonsense. My grandmother was no nonsense. My family was no nonsense. Jovi know, even on the mom and them side, big mom and them didn't play. Okay. But today you got a lot of women that are childlike in the mind and think that they are better, or they're think we see that's not true. We got this girl coming on here showing her red knees, showing us what she did last night with her baby bounce up down to her. It's like she can do that though. She can do that and not get no heat because supposedly confirmed by Kevin Samuels, she's pretty. She can do all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? But everybody else get a shot for that. Everybody else get a pass for that. It's bad behavior and it needs to be called out. It needs to be called out, Jovi. What you got, Jovi? I know you over there cooking. That's why you quiet.
I ain't cooking in the kitchen today. I'm on record about Brittany Rayner. Very pretty girl with makeup, not so pretty without. Her allure is her sexuality. If men were blind, they would still fall for her because she understands what it means to be a seductress, and she has charm. And one thing I want to point out with someone like her, where men have to be careful, and women too, because this is something that a lot of people don't really understand where charm is concerned. So I was talking to a friend about charm. Brittany is very charming. She's very beautiful. But charm is akin to like a demonic nature, believe it or not. It says, and I'm just looking at the definition, it says to allure, in enticement, a pulling power. But then as it goes deeper into what the word means, it means to enchant, to bewitch, to spellbind, to seduce, to hypnotize. When you're hypnotized, you're out of your mind. You're not making rational decisions. Transfix, that's all you see. You don't see anything else. To captivate. You see what I'm saying? To enrapture. That means you're totally encapsulated in what this person is presenting. So you have to be very careful with charming individuals. I study psychology, and a lot of psychologists tell you, they will say on the record that they stay away from people who are overly charming. The devil is very charming. As the scriptures say, he keeps on transforming himself into an angel of light. So as to do what? To mislead many. And so when I think about people like Brittany Renner, both male and female, it's something that we all have to be careful of when it comes to that charm. The charm is a veneer, and behind it is a lot of duplicitousness, a lot of lies. PJ, if you'd have told us what the ciphers say about Morpheus, if he would have told us what that red pill was, we would have told him to shove it up his ass. But we have to be careful.
And you right, cousin. I'm glad you brought that up because this is one of the things that I say all the time, especially my son is 15, but I do talk to men about this all the time because I say, you guys like these sweet, they so sweet and they just so soft tongue. They got the Bible say the woman got the honey on her tongue. She speak to you like that. The Bible got a whole chapter on a woman like this, the strange woman, this woman who has charm, that woman who has all these qualities that men look for, they bite behind all of that. And there is a god, or in Greek mythology, actually a goddess name is Charis, or Charis. Ancient Greek is one of the most chart, one of the charites or graces, goddesses of charm, beauty, nature, human creativity, and fertility in Homer's Iliad. So a lot of these demonic spirits and all these things that we talk about, there's actually goddess and gods behind a lot of these spirits. Okay, they have names from, but they recreate or reinvent themselves over and over, every century, every dimension, every season. They can just show up in people. So they show up in people, and I'm sorry, but women, that makeup, I was just looking at even the bewitchment of the, putting on the makeup, where they got these videos out now. It's like this woman is looking one way, like very unattractive. I don't know if they're putting on makeup just to do that too, but they come on and they're very beautiful. I'm like, ooh, that's some witchcraft. But yeah, it's definitely that charm that men fall for, and that's how you make a decision that's not the right decision, because you're going based off how she make you feel with them words and that pretty face.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't use my face for that.
No, you supposed to.
What you got, Roscoe, about all that
well,
charm and all of that? What you got on that about, or what other points do you have? Ooh, sorry.
Well,
Roscoe?
I like. No, I'm right here. I agree with a lot of the points.
Is something wrong?
No, I can hear me.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I think she's the one frozen, bro.
Yeah, I'm right here. But yeah, no, it's when I think about charm and all this stuff, it's all fine and dandy. I like the points that y'all brought up. Me, when I think about that stuff, I always think about worrying about what people, what a person's actions is saying, as opposed to whatever they could try to charm me into believing is gonna happen or is happening. So yeah, no, I'm always looking at that stuff. So you could say what you want to say, and you could make it sound as jazzy as you want to make it, but until you're doing it, or until you being about what you're supposed to be about, then none of that stuff means nothing. So charm is just and I know we just had the movie Eternals just recently, where I don't know if people, I should probably reveal the part where
spoil it. That movie wasn't about nothing.
Yeah, Thanos' brother in the end, with Star Fox having the ability to charm people, that's one of his powers. But yeah, no, it's one of those things, man. Like you go off of a person's actions, man, and don't worry about all that, all that snake venom.
Yeah, and that's a very good point.
I like that.
That's a very good point. The only problem is in the world, and it shouldn't be like that anymore, but for many ages, we didn't have the experience. That's the one thing that equalizes us to the charms of a person like a Brittany Renner. At least it should be. The inexperienced one is the one that falls into snares. Once you have that experience, hopefully it doesn't cost you your life or your livelihood. But once you have the experience, like you said, looking at a person's actions becomes the top thing. You can drip honey all over it, whatever you want to say, but what do your actions show? So you're absolutely right. But what you got, Channah?
Well, that was it. Action is definitely where it's at. I got to end it with that, because I did just make a video about actions. What a person says is, means, it doesn't mean anything unless they're following up with some kind of action, and I do agree with that. And so, see, the men of today, they see all of the activity with a woman. They see the way she dressed, they see the way she carry herself, see the way she speak, whatever it is that they see today. You got women out here that's willing to expose themselves and be on camera like that. You should know. It's just like the pastor who married Megan Good. He should have known that. He should have known that that pick wasn't no good pick, but he picked it anyway. Back in the day, men used to be like, I don't fool with women like that unless she's just gonna be in the bedroom, but she'll never be my wife and she'll never come home to meet mama. Women like that never got it. Just doesn't matter today. It's just different. The times are different. And whether the action is there, people are overlooking actions.
Yeah.
So that's it.
People.
That's all I got to say about that. That was a great point, Roscoe. Very, very. That's it.
Yeah.
No, you said it, brother.
People are trying to domesticate. They trying to domesticate alley cats, man. That's what's going on.
I like that. The alley cats, they gonna go back to the street regardless.
Yeah, man. Don't
I love it.
Don't bring no alley cat in the house trying to domesticate that bug, man. That's the problem.
I'm telling you.
Too true.
I'm telling you. Right. And that street side, they say they was calling Megan back to the streets. And then Megan said, I'm coming. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this no more.
She put her gym shoes on and started running.
Huh?
She put her gym shoes on and started running back to the streets.
Started running. She couldn't, what you mean allow her to dress like, I'm not saying a man's supposed to tell a woman what to wear and things like that, but now good and well, you were a pastor, you know what I'm saying? You were the dude that's the pastor, you know the deal. You know what I mean? You don't go in the club with a business suit on. You go in the club with a dress that's enticing, your hair is laid out, and you there to get some fish. You there to catch fish. You women know exactly what they doing. So, you don't come to work in your club outfit. It's like your garments. Come on.
I'm with Roscoe on this one. Devon Franklin, he grabbed that alley cat. Once again, Megan, she had been out in Hollywood for too long. You know what I'm saying? He should have been seeking out somebody who was in the congregation, had been in the congregation for years. We as men, our egos do get in the way. We think we can love the streets out of a lot of these women, and it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Devon Franklin, this is your chickens coming home to roost. We've all been there, brother. Don't go back.
Yo, they're licking the moons, boy. He married his crush, his fantasy. He didn't marry his wife.
Well, I'm sure he had fun for a time, but everything must come to an end.
Indeed. Yep. At the tune of $200,000 a month.
Is that how much he got to break her off with?
Something crazy like that. Something crazy like that.
Say what?
No, I'm just talking about like the money that PJ had to.
Oh, PJ. I was thinking of Devon Franklin.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we was talking about Megan. No, yeah, I don't know what that situation is.
Does he still have to pay that girl that much money, PJ?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do he make that much money?
Yeah, well, he do.
If he makes that much money, then why is she don't have nowhere to stay and living with her parents if she's getting that much money?
Because the lifestyle she lives requires that she shells out that kind of money. Let me tell you something, because I used to be a mortgage broker, and a lot of my clients would make like $10,000, $20,000 a month. And when I would go in to do refis, you'd be amazed at how people making $20,000 a month are literally living month to month, paycheck to paycheck.
I used to work
It
for a mortgage
sound
company. I know exactly.
it sounds
What she
ridiculous. It
thousand a
sounds
month though?
yes, it sounds ridiculous, but because you don't know who else she's taking care of. I remember when Allen Iverson was talking about like during the strike and all the people he had to take care of. He was making a lot of money, but he was like, the season got to get back going because I got car notes and house notes and all this other stuff he was paying for. And the more money you make, you have to insure that stuff. You have to insure the homes, the cars. It's some woman out of Texas. She made it big. I can't think of her name, but she's rich now from a cosmetic line that she was selling in Walmart. And she was talking about just on her car insurance alone, she was writing $6,000 checks. You see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
No,
And
I
she
get
said,
that.
I'm only driving one car. She said, these other cars, other people are using. You see what I'm saying? So we don't know
I
what
just
Brittany's
have
life is
never,
like.
I've just never seen Brittany Jenner or Renner. I've never seen her with the houses and the cars or any of that stuff. So I mean,
Right.
I
But
don't know. I
there
mean,
may
I
be,
understand because I used to work for a mortgage company too. Be shocked at how much people make and still be broke, but God guess.
oh yeah, look at Eddie Murphy's wife. She got all that money, blew through it in a few short years after the divorce. And she got millions. It happens. A lot of, a lot of people, I won't put it on women, but a lot of people just have poor spending habits, and that's just the bottom line. And so $200,000 a month, a lot of people, they going to spend $215,000 a month on something. They're going to figure it out.
So what is his contract and what team does he play for?
Well, I know he plays for Charlotte.
Don't be trying to find it and seek him out.
I don't know who he is.
You want a baby by PJ?
Don't be trying to seek that man out.
I'm just trying to figure what team he played for. He was in the blue and white. What he play for the Nuggets or something? The Knicks?
Charlotte.
Play for Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
he makes Hornet. That much money?
Yeah, he a bench player.
He makes enough to pay her $200,000 a month.
That NBA money is some good money. That NBA money is some good money. He ain't even a starter.
That's what I'm saying. He's not even a star.
Well, he a good player. I'm not.
But he ain't no.
Yeah,
coach.
but
He ain't no AI. He ain't no Wade.
No, he a role player. He a good one. You know what I mean? But yeah, like
he a Horry. He a Robert Horry.
Yeah.
So what it is his contract right now is $7.85 million per year. And of that, he pays Brittany $2.4 million.
Mm-hmm. And see, he ain't even started making real money yet. He's still a young dude. Like this is still probably like his first contract he's still living off of.
Right. And so a lot of times with these courts, because they do try to stick it to men in divorce court and family court, they'll be on some nonsense like she got to get accustomed to, she got to stay accustomed to the life she's used to living. And that's where a lot of these decisions are made when they make these decisions on alimony, palimony, child support. You see what I'm saying? So she is getting a portion of his money, but it's not 50%. It's like 30%. And it's probably because of that child.
Yeah.
And other expenses. She probably is like, he has to do this. When they write up the expenses, they always have the top of the line of what is needed for the child and for the mother and their cars and all this other stuff. So yeah, and like I said,
the women go in there and say, "Oh, it's my lifestyle." Okay, but how was you living before you met him?
Well, when you think about it, like I said, just crunching the numbers, 2.4 million a year for somebody who's living that lifestyle, that's really not a lot of money. I know it sounds absurd.
Not back home with her parents.
Right. you know, and she's in California. Houses, just a house alone in California is gonna break you on 2.4 million.
I didn't know she was California.
Yeah,
You know,
it's real out here.
right.
I thought she was in Florida. Why did I think she was in Florida? I don't know. And they just totally they're not in a relationship no more. They broke up. They broke up.
Yeah, they're not together. I think she started wilding out and he started calling out her thought behavior, and that was the end of it. And I think she was just getting restless. You know, she's not really a motherly type. Let's just be honest about it. And if you're not a motherly type, you know, yeah, she'll get the likes and stuff for having her child. But when a woman is showing her knees after a night of rumbling in the sack, she's not a nurturer. You know, that's not someone with empathy, because at the very least, what is mom and dad thinking? You know, at the very least, you know, what is PJ thinking? Like, I would never do something like that, but I am old school and try to harm my ex by showing I was with all these different women if I know there's still an emotional attachment there. I didn't do it then and I wouldn't do it now. But a lot of people are calloused. You know, this is a sign of the time when it comes to caring about other people's feelings and what they're doing.
She
Trust me,
probably working big check.
hey, you know,
I don't know if y'all see, but we got like a little more than we got about a minute and 30 left. Yeah.
take us home, cuz.
Well, I'm good with the discussion, you guys. Roscoe made great points today. I think I'm gonna take away from this is it is your actions, it's in the actions, and
Yes,
no, you
indeed.
cannot take a street alley cat and domesticate that thing. You can't do it. So, brothers, I'm a shout out this one for you because you keep constantly out here talking about it ain't no good women, but you picking the women that you saying that's not, you know, not good for your life. So let this be a lesson to you. Keep away from the street alley cats. You cannot domesticate them. Okay.
Make better choices.
Roscoe, you brought that out. So this is Channah Speaks the Real. We are out. We got it, guys. Thank you. We'll be back with appreciate your input on these subjects and these matters. Peace.